Hurricane Isaac brings back memories of Hurricane Katrina, which made landfall 7 years ago today. Now, in 2005, Elizabeth Alex traveled to New Orleans to cover that storm. You've often told me this was the worst story you've ever covered in your career. Besides the human toll, there was a huge number of abandoned pets on top of all that.
Yeah, it really was. The devastation was so dramatic. And I've covered hurricanes and earthquakes and the tsunami in Sri Lanka, but this was just overwhelming. And these little pets really represented a lot of people who weren't there. As you can see here, this is one of the mobile clinics that was set up, I think, at a Winn-Dixie parking lot. They just came from all over, and many of these pets never found their way home. The owners never got them again. And again, that represented a lot of people who were either moved out and they couldn't find them again, or were no longer alive.
My kids still have a rescue dog that they adopted that came from the Louisiana area. You talked about some of the survivors when they were returning home. You were there seeing some of the people returning home to just nothing, or what was left was just devastation.
It was really interesting too, Mark. You know, the people who were longtime New Orleans residents, some of them were like, we're just going to rebuild. I remember being in Plaquemines Parish, and the people though who had moved there from other places, like New Jersey, there was one couple, they were like, we're leaving, we're never coming back here again. You could see that it was just so difficult for these people to try to pick up and build their lives again. It was a daunting task, but many of them said, this is our way of life, this is what we're going to do, and they're still doing it.
Still doing it in the process. I remember you were very proud of Kansas City because we had a big delegation of local people, firefighters, police officers, massed ambulance folks down there working to help those people get back on their feet. And massed, I think, were some of the guys you hung around with.
We rode around with massed for quite a while one day, and it was amazing the things they saw and did. They helped a lot of people out of, swamps and houses that were flooded. And then in the end, though, when it started becoming a situation where they only got calls about people who had passed away to go pick up deceased people, and that's when they said, okay, we're going to start helping the pets. So they really just kind of pitched in and did whatever they could wherever they were needed.
Now, remember, there's still so much hope we're trying to give and to think about them, and now they're facing this, so we'll keep sending good thoughts.
7 years to the day, isn't that eerie?
Can't believe that.